Diwali wishes to all our members. I am Pratap here. Today is 31st October 2024. In this video, let us evaluate the performance of high liquidity zones generated in the previous report. We have identified 4 high liquidity zones from daily and 75 minutes time frames, and we got 2 very good trades. And let us look into them first. First one is Godrej Properties. It is a 75 minutes high liquidity zone. Here we have a drop, 3 base candles, and then a rally with hidden body. And this 75 minute zone we need to fine tune with 15 minutes time frame. Here we don't have a 15 minute zone here, but we have a 15 minute zone. When prices recently reached into this zone, at the time a new 15 minute zone was created. So here we have a drop, base, rally. This is the 15 minute zone, fine tuned 15 minute zone. Then what about the zone below at the distal line? There we have a high liquidity zone is available. So I am moving to the 5 minutes time frame. Here we have a 5 minutes high liquidity zone, drop, base, rally, and it is holding the prices. See, this is the first test, second test, third almost tested, this is the fourth test. And this is the fifth test. See how big push it has given. So this 5 minute zone is acting as an aggressive trade setup, because it is not a fine-tuned zone. This could be a high liquidity zone. This could be. I am not confirming, because multiple tests many times, at least 80 to 90% scenarios, that will be recognized as a high liquidity zones. So that's why we are assuming this is a high liquidity and currently holding the prices several times. And what about this fine-tuned 15 minutes? Inside fine-tuned 15 minutes, we have again a drop, base, rally. But this base candle, we have number of questions. Maybe it is looking like a medium size candle, medium size leg candle, and then follow through candles. So this is the reason why I want to look into the order flow at 1 minute time frame. So I went to the 1 minute time frame. There we have an excellent drop, base, rally can. This is the zone. But how to believe this zone? Okay, fine. How to believe this zone? Because 5 minute zone is not having clarity. Of course, within the 5 minute zone, 1 minute order flow is there. How strong this zone? And that 1 minute zone acted as a 1 minute high liquidity zone today. See, today morning at 9:17 candle, prices entered into the zone, and then again prices entered at 9:27 candle. Again prices entered into the zone at 9:31 candle. Again prices entered into the zone at 9:37 candle. This is the last time. After that it pushed the market up. Multiple times this zone is holding. That means definitely there is a very strong order flow. You should realize either the third test or fourth test, definitely you have to take an entry. If not first time or second time, because first time or second time, definitely there could be some doubts in our mind. There is a push, came down. There is a push, again came down. There is a push, again came down. And fourth time, finally it pushed up to the 15 minutes target. Maybe you would have taken a trade in the first candle or second test or third test or fourth test. Those who are having some many doubts in the mind, definitely third or fourth test, we would have taken a trade. And finally it pushed up to the 15 minutes target zone. Because why we got this kind of this kind of analysis? Because we have some doubts about the 5 minutes zone in our mind. 15 minutes is very good, drop, base, rally. But 5 minute zone, we have a lot of questions. But before that, where is the 15 minutes target? Here we have a 15 minutes target. We have a drop, base, drop. Again picked up the orders and sharply came down. You may ask a question again, here can't we consider drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles and drop? But actually it's here, the horizon is here. It picked up the orders. Even still, if we have a doubt, when prices are moving, because you may say there is a pro gap is also there, prices. So use 1 minute trailing stop loss when prices are nearing to this. Go to the 1 minute time frame. See, whenever we have doubts, the safest way of trading is 1 minute stop loss. See here, when prices are about to enter, is there any 1 minute zone? Yes, here we have a 1 minute zone near to this. Rally, you have base and rally. This medium size candle is part of the base. See, second time it picked up the orders from this base and again moved up. Again you can consider rally, 2 base candles and again a rally with a 1 minute gap. This is the area, order flow is there. If this is violated, you can exit here. Earlier, if this would have been violated, we would have exited. At least a minimum profit we would have got here. The next time, and finally reached the target. Before reaching your target, none of the 1 minute zones are violated. And when you have to implement this 1 minute zone near to this gap, see the gap is, this is the area, the gap is there with the pro gap. So probably near to this, whichever, this is the valid zone. Rally base, if this would have been violated, you would have exited. But that didn't happen. So those who are having doubts in our mind whether it will reach the target or not, wherever you have doubt, in that area you need to look for a 1 minute candle. That way you need to keep. Not 1 minute zone right from the beginning of this zone. Many people, I raised on some of the questions asked by some of our members, I got the doubt. You are counting 1 minute zones right from the entry. No, it's not like that. The moment it reached your critical area, what is the critical area? Maybe a pro gap is a critical area. And second critical area, when you are having LOTL zones. And the third critical area, when you have 2 15-minute zones, you are having confidence that first one will be violated. Near that first 15 minutes zone, your target zone, you can keep your, you can start keeping your trailing stop loss. That way you have to plan your trades. If you are started keeping your zones right from the first, say for example, is there any 1 minute zones here? Demand zones? Let us assume, yeah, here you have a 1 minute zone. If you keep stop loss, see here it is violated. Near the zone you should not keep. Sometimes it will test multiple times and then start moving up. If the target zone is very near to the zone, at the time you can keep your trailing stop loss. Your 15 minutes target is far away, and still if you have doubts about whether to consider this drop base drop as a target zone, or this is the area drop 1, 2, 3, 4 by base candles and drop. That way you have to keep the target. You have because this is a LOTL scenario. But the horizon is having the strong order flow always. That's why you have seen sometimes when you are taking the entry, the horizon where there we are started taking our entry. But anyway, it reached the target even with by using 1 minute trailing also it reached, and this is the way Godrej Properties has given a profit. 10,406 rupees profit, which is 6.7% ROI as per one futures margin cost. And it has given actually one more entry also. See here, successfully it reached the target. This is the 5 minute zone. started with. But first trade we took up to 1 minute, so fine-tuned area, because 5 minute zone is not having clarity. If that is the case, how can we take a trade in the 5 minute zone? Why we didn't wait up to this 1 minute zone? This is the question you may ask. Yes, there is a reason why I am saying we have to take entry in the 5 minute zone. There is a reason, I will explain. Before that, we didn't take this trade. You may ask a question, why we didn't take? We successfully reached the target. That also I will explain. Listen carefully. These are some of the observations or analysis you have to do when you are trading with high liquidity zones. Go to the 5 minutes time frame. Why we need to take in this 5 minute zone? This is the fine-tuned 5 minute zone. Why we need to take an entry here? The reason is, again a LOTL zone is created. This is the 5 minute zone, original 5 minute zone. Earlier, why we waited up to 1 minute is, we have some questions in our mind about the 5 minute zone, order flow. Because the candle is it a tiny candle or is it a medium size like candle? We have a doubt in our mind. This is the candle, we have some questions in our mind. After that, there is a big movement. That's why we went up to 1 minute. We found the actual order flow in the 1 minute time frame. Okay, fine. Then why we want to take our second trade at this 5 minutes area when it is not having clarity? The reason is, exactly in the same 5 minutes area, one more LOTL zone is created. In that LOTL zone, we have clear clarity about the 5 minute zone. The drop base rally. See here. We have a drop candle, we have two base candles, and then we have a rally and a huge follow through candles until the target zone. And where this new zone is created, exactly within the earlier 5 minute zone we have drawn, which we didn't have clarity. Drop, two base candles and rally. Okay, that is the reason why, see here, this is the area we are starting. And this entire drop base rally is within this 5 minute zone, and the 5 minute horizon is from here. So that is the reason why exactly you can plan your trade here. Okay, good, fine. But why we didn't took this trade? What is the reason? The reason is the 15 minutes target. A new 15 minutes target is created. Earlier 15 minutes is LOTL scenario, but this is not LOTL scenario. You have a drop candle, you have two base candles, and then again a drop candle, and in this candle you get the entry. And if you look into this 15 minutes target zone, and if you look into the RR, you won't get the RR. Let me show you. So approximately I am drawing the stop buffer. Here you are planning your trade, and where you will exit, here you will exit. What is the RR you got? 1:2 RR you got. Okay, you can do one thing. You can reduce the risk. If prices enter more deep, you can plan. So you adjust this entry until you get 1:3 RR. I am reducing this until I get 1:3 RR. Exactly. See here, 1:3 RR. Now let me draw a blue color line at the entry. So this is the area. But is it reached the entry? No. Slightly we missed. What is the value of this entry? 2840.35. What is the low of this candle? 2854.90. That means 2855. And this is 2840. So nearly 15 rupees gap is there from the low of this candle till this blue color line. Because that much amount is not down, you can't take a trade till this new target. That way we miss the trade. In case if you are planning like this. If this base drop is not there, definitely till the second 15 minute zone, you might have taken a trade. You have 1:4.8 nearly. See, the earlier trade we took was, it is almost 1 is to 8.9. That means 1 is to 9 RR. Almost 1 is to 9 RR. Earlier trade at 1 minute high liquidity zone we have taken. That is 1 is to 9 RR. But the new trade that is created exactly from the 5-minute zone, you have a new fine-tuned zone. New LOTL zone is created exactly within the same area. So we have a new order flow is available. But when you want to take a trade, you didn't have enough RR is available. You have only 1 is to 2 RR. This is the reason why we didn't take a trade. Otherwise, it could have been a very good second trade. See, it reached the original 15-minute zone, slightly pierced also at the end of the closing hours. But anyway, RR is not supported. In the second trade, we didn't take. But first trade has given 10,406 rupees profit, which is 6.7% ROI as per one futures margin cost. So this is about Godrej Properties. And the next one is REC Limited. This is also a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. It looks like zone is violated, right? Yes, the zone before the violation, it gave a good trade for us. See, this is the ERC candle. As a leg-in, you have 2 base candles and a rally candle. This is what identified by our software. And within this 75, we fine-tuned with 15 minutes time frame. We have 2 15-minute zones are available. We have a rally, 1, 2, 3, 4 base candles, and again a rally candle, and follow-through candles. So this is the first 15-minute zone, and next 15-minute zone is again a rally. You have 2 base candles and a rally. So rally, base, rally. We have 2 order flows are there. And the first order flow, there is no proper structure. That's why there is no fine-tuned 5-minute zone. So I'm shifting to the 5 minutes time frame. Look into this. No proper structure here, no leg out candles until here. Here we have a leg out candle. After that, all these are all base candles. And moreover, it is outside the zone. From the zone, no proper orders are originated. All these are all medium sized candles here. So this is the reason why here we didn't plan any trade. We know that this zone will be violated. And what about the second one? In the second one, we have a rally candle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles, and then again a rally candle. Of course, this is a medium size like candle, part of the base. So this is the way we fine-tune this zone. And within this 5-minute zone, price is entered at 9 o'clock 25 minutes 5 minutes candle and reached the target at 9 o'clock 50 minutes candle. So within 30 minutes trade is completed. So what is the 15 minutes target? Look into this 15 minutes time frame. We have a rally and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 base candles and then drop candle. Maybe this could be a medium sized candle, but part of the base. These are all small, tiny candles. But anyway, okay. This rally base drop, this 15 minutes, exactly it reached. And also from here to here, we have 1:3 RR is there. But we didn't plan till this. This is not part of our initial plan. Our initial plan was this is the one. So this is the ERC candle. As a leg-in, you have a base and then drop. See, this zone was looking like a high liquidity zone, tested multiple times and not letting the prices go up. So initially, this was my planned 15 minutes target zone. Then why we have drawn this? Because after we got the entry, this candle is closed. At the time, this new zone was formed. That's why in the live market, you need to revise the target. You may ask a question, while taking the entry, it could have been a big candle. At the time itself, we know that this is a target? No, because many times what happen, it will take the entry, sharply prices will move. This may not result as a leg out candle. It may result as a failed ERC candle. Many times we have seen. And some scenarios we have seen such kind of scenarios. It will take entry and immediately a little after some time it will close. And finally it looks like a revised target. So that's why this is the revised target. This is our initial plan. Initial plan, we got a very good RR. From this zone to this target zone, we got a very good RR. After it reached, now target is changed. Even then, anyway you took the trade, even if it is 1:2.5, you need to exit here only. There is no other option for you. Even if it is 1:1 RR, still you need to exit here. There is no other option. But after that I checked, almost 1:3 RR is there here also. Maybe that's a lucky scenario. Many times it won't happen. Once you took a trade, whatever the RR you have to accept. Till the 15 minutes entry was the stop loss, and this is your target. You have 1:3 RR is there from here to here. That's why it's a good trade. Even though it's a revised target, still it's a good trade because we got a good RR also, we got good profit we got. So what is the profit we got? 13,100 rupees profit. And ROA is 4.3%. Why ROA is less? Because the margin cost of one future is around 3 lakhs in this scenario. But in Godrej property it is around 1 lakh 60,000 rupees something. That's why we got 6.7 RR here. Here capital is more, obviously your RR will be reduced. We got 4.3% ROI we got. These are the two trades. And one trade, supply, I did not suggest you to go for a trade. The reason is it is not a, it is a retailer's zone. How can we say it is a retailer's zone? Go to the daily time frame, you get clarity. This is what identified by our software drop base rally. Software doesn't care about whether it is the daily candles only, it will check. But we need to confirm this candle is, because see, this trade happened on Saturday 18th May. Saturday 18th May is a special trading session for about 1 or 2 hours. So that day obviously institutional participation won't be there. Next day maybe the prices moved. Maybe here there could be institutional participation. Maybe. We don't know. Maybe there is it's a retailer zone. There is no much demand or supply. I mean there is no much supply. Easily prices moved. That could be the reason why leg out could have been formed. We don't know. So that is the reason why taking a trade in this area is risky. And not only that, and one more reason is, previously I told you important events, you should avoid the trades. Yesterday results were declared. Results were very positive. That's why see with a gap of prices moved up sharply. Nearly 133 rupees profit it has given. Because of good results in Cipla. Anyway, price didn't enter into the zone. But I'm telling you why with a gap up it moved up. Many times what happens when there are results, the next day what happens? Sharply prices will be moving either up or down depending on the results. Suppose it would have been a loss, with a gap down prices would have come down. So that's why many times in supply demand zone trading, any important events are there, it's better to avoid trade on that particular day on that particular stock. Okay, this is about Cipla. Anyway, we didn't plan any trade here. But without reaching, it moved up due to the results yesterday. And Wipro is one. This is a 75-minute supply zone. Wipro, how I fine-tuned Wipro? Exactly the same way how I fine-tuned in Godrej. Do you remember Godrej we discussed about? The 1 minute order flow. Exactly the same way Wipro also. I planned my trade. But anyway, we didn't get a trade. But how I planned, that is very important. That is what your experience you have to gain. Why I fine-tuned at 1 minute, I will explain. And here we have a different reason. Why I fine-tuned at 1 minute, we have a different reason. First, what is this 75-minute zone? Let me show you. This is a rally-based drop identified by our software. And this 75-minute zone is having a 15 minutes zone. We have a rally-based drop because we have a very big candle is here. 5-minute structure is not good in that area. Risk point of view. I'm talking about risk point of view. 5-minute structure is not good in that area. So you get a very big risk. If you draw rally, 3 base candles drop, and from here to here if you draw, it's a very big risk. You can't take a trade. And moreover, within this area already tested once. Prices entered and sharply moved down. But recently once prices reached into this area, more deep inside, at the time a new 5-minute zone was created. See here, we have a rally, we have 3 base candles and then a drop candle. This is the 5 minutes area, but here risk is also still not a very big compared to the earlier risk, but this is a considerable risk is there. So that is the reason why what I did, I went, and moreover this zone is already tested once. It looks like a tested zone, right? Yes. The moment I went to the 1 minute, I have found multiple 1 minute order flows. And in that one order flow is tested. See here. You have a rally, you have 2 base candles and a drop. And then you have a drop, base, drop and follow through candles. And this order flow is tested. See here, from this area, prices went deep and then came down and moved further down. Next time definitely this 1 minute order flow will be violated because prices entered. But here you have another order flow. This is the area you can plan a trade. And moreover, 1 minute level risk is also small. Even if there is not good enough order flow, if this is violated, still your risk will be very small, your loss will be very small. But if it works out very well, you get a very good profit. So that is the reason why I have drawn this zone. And I did not reject this zone because it is a tested zone. The reason why I didn't reject, there is still one more 1 minute order flow is there inside. But anyway, today, Wipro prices did not enter into this zone. So this is about the high liquidity zones generated in the previous report. Hope this analysis will be helpful to you. Definitely, I'm sure you gain some knowledge from this video. Let's all meet again in our next video. Thank you.